happening.
Yeah, nominating your male hero is always going to be subjective, isn't it? But I think it has to be a universal truth, doesn't it, that men per se do have some good points. So what's wrong in celebrating that? Patrick Melville, should I say, heard that chat earlier, then got in touch with the station since being diagnosed with a malignant stage 4 brain tumour in 2017. He recognised how men like him find it difficult to admit any weakness and ask for help when they're going through a tough time. He now runs resilience courses to challenge labels like toxic masculinity and encourage men to talk more positively about their limits and ask for help when they need it. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, hi.
Great to talk to you. So what we're saying is there is nothing essentially wrong with showing your vulnerability. Is that what we're saying?
Well, absolutely not. I find that, where have we been taught that life skill, how to share? And I think we tend to defer to the old male sort of component of being strong and keeping it in and moving on and not talking about it. And we feel weak by sharing it. And of course, it's not until we're forced to talk about it, we burn out, that we go into the situations where we have to sort of look after ourselves.
When it comes to looking after our bodies, a malignant stage 4 brain tumour doesn't come much more serious than that, Patrick. How did that diagnosis affect the way you think about yourself and others then?
So what I found was that, it was amazing. What happened in 2017 was that I was on my bike and I fell off in the middle of London. I hurt my shoulder and luckily I went to have some treatment. But even then I was able to sort of say, I'm fine. And it took 3 weeks afterwards for me to look after myself and, to then go to hospital on a Sunday morning. A friend of mine, my parents, when I was staying with, my wife and my 3 kids were away, said, could you please, go to hospital? And then that is when we decided to, go and have that scan, which I normally, under burnout pressures, I wouldn't normally do. Yeah. You can probably hear some pressure behind me.
There's some family stress. There's some family stress definitely going on. But are you okay?
Exactly.
Can you carry on talking? Do you need to address it, Patrick?
I can carry on talking as well. I'll tell you what.
Do you want to issue a stern word?
No, it's okay. Come here. Come here. Yes, I love it. Some sort of irony as well. Hi, I'm talking. I will come. So it's interesting. The whole point is that I had to sort of look after myself and I had to see what was going on. And I realized, just go and have a scan, go and have that done.
Yeah. And is that have we got a young child on your knee now? Is that the situation?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she's trying to have something sort of sorted out now.
All right.
But that's fine. I can talk.
Yeah. No. Great. So look, the International Men's Day can often have a negative connotation. People look at it and use it as a stick to beat men with, really, and bring up all the negatives about men. You've no shame in celebrating the good side of our sex.
Absolutely. I found that, it was up to me when I was undergoing my cancer treatment, my operation, my radiotherapy, my chemotherapy. It was my responsibility to find out what sort of drove me forward. And I got some lovely advice that, positivity and control are the best ways to manage such a mental issue, literally, physically and mentally. And that was through finding out what supported me, not feeling guilty, taking away that stigma. And there is that massive stigma about sharing. So I found things that I loved and I enjoyed my own company. Even saying this thing, people might say, I already do, that's great. Or they might say, no. It's that angle of finding out what helps you, take away that stigma. There's so many stigmas about it. I run workshops and I find about 70% are women. And it's just that stat in itself. Men don't come along.
No. And is it as simple, Patrick, for some men just to love yourself a little bit, think about yourself, think about your mental health, your physical health, and address it?
Well, it's about just checking in. Even just checking in is good. Just to check how you are, and then move on. There's something about we never really enjoy or live the now. That's part of my workshop. It's the power of now. There's a lovely book by Emmanuel Eckhart where he talks about that and about we always look at the past to work out the future and just checking in. Literally can be as simple as that.
Well, look, I'll check in with you just to end, because I'll let you go and address your family issues. But what's how are you, Patrick? What's the situation with your health at the moment?
Oh, thanks for asking. Well, so started 3 years ago with my terminal cancer diagnosis, and then in 2019 in March, I was told by my oncologist that I was clear, that I was in remission, and it was an amazing sort of experience, and it drove me forward.
Yeah.
Live life, enjoy life, be positive. Take away that stigma.
That is something you could hardly have ever imagined happening, I guess, after the diagnosis.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, life is all relative in terms of the stress we get, and you put context into it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's quite easy to say, isn't it? Bigger picture. But if you've got a small problem that's niggling away,
exactly.
you kind of focus on it. Look, there's your small problem.
Exactly. There's someone else going through some stigma. I better go and look after.
Go and sort it out.
Thanks for the time.
Cheers, Patrick. Thank you very much. Patrick Melville there. Well, as you heard, in remission now from stage 4 brain tumour, which is great news. Right, it is Drive on 5 Live.